It's taking much longer than I anticipated, if I'm honest with you. Um, it's definitely a difficult job on your own, especially when you're having to mix. Although I did have my little cousin helping me for a while, for a few hours. That did help with speeding up the process. However, though, even though I'm turning over approximately a wheelbarrow full of concrete mix say 10 minutes, say every 10 minutes, and then pouring it and then mixing it again and then leveling it with that piece of timber here. Yeah, but and plus it's a summer as well. So in summer, even though the mix is quite runny and watery, like over there, it was runny and watery, just like what you can see here. I just poured that fresh just now. But yeah, look how much is dried in that time. I'd say that's had about max 15 minutes, so it has dried significantly. Yeah, you can see a watermark running down the edges. That's fine, but the point is, um, you know, with the temperature, the sun shining onto it, and humidity and all that, and bit of, well, we've got a bit of breeze, so that dries up the concrete mix really quickly. I was hoping to get this done in one go. uh, I think number of lessons really. One, going forward in the future, I would definitely have more wheelbarrows. I'd probably hire a few people out, for a day or two, and probably for a whole day, and just basically bang out the mixes and start pouring, and then one person just leveling, or basically. So that's the way to go forward. That's the way to speed up the process. How I speeded up the process here with regards to the mix, what I did is I mixed my sand and cement first, dry mix. Okay, so mix it thoroughly dry, and then plenty of water. Mix that till it's slurry, and thereafter add your gravel, stone, whatever you want, and then give it a quick mix with a drill bit and plus one of these shovel or whatever you want to use. Then ready to pour. It was fine. It was great. Another thing is that going forward, I wouldn't use this mesh. I'd use reinforced bars. And yeah, if you're looking for cheap reinforced bars, your best bet is go down to your local builders merchant. They'll definitely have them, and they're definitely cheaper. The other thing is that again, from my mistake, I'd say I wouldn't use chip-ins or pebbles. I'm using 10mm chip-ins. The reason being, in theory, what I wanted to do was I recorded a video that was a flop. Actually, it didn't work out as I planned out. I didn't take into consideration the fact that I'll have chipping underneath, and obviously once it dries to a certain level, you can't really press down onto the chippings. What happens is then they separate, and then they redirect the screw or plug in, whatever. That's one problem. In the future, if I were to use concrete mix, I would use fine concrete mix. That way I could have just inserted my plug-in the way I planned it out. Now I have to do the old way, which is let it dry, cure properly, and then drill into the base. That'll be interesting. Anyway, if I were to do it again, I would probably use embedded metal rods, but with those you need to be precise, just like the way my own method as well. You have to be precise with that. The difference is that I would probably use embedded metal pieces and then anchor them off the concrete frame. That way, even if the metal rods aren't going in straight, as long as there is something to bite onto, you can always anchor your floor joist or floor frame studs onto it. There's a chap called, I forgot his name. If you just type in soundproofing man cave or soundproofing shed, he should come up. I think he's a drummer. He's a drum instructor. So his method is really good when it comes to what I just mentioned, basically.